I wrote this song. I wrote this song in dedication to Matt Hickey. He's coming on today. That was for you, Matt Hickey. I'm super stoked to have on Mr. Matt Hickey, the one and only. We're doing this in Discord. All right. Chat, give it up for the one and only Matt Hickey. What's going on, dude? Oh wait, the Discord is muted. There we go. Now you're good to go.
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Okay. Moving on. Let's get on with this. All right, Matt, we got your first picture up here. This is the snow bunting. Give us a little bit more behind the scenes kind of info on the bird and what's he doing here? Why'd you take this photo?
So I was in Iceland doing a story for Iceland Air. So we traveled up to the West Fjords, which is like in the northwest, and then I was looking for Arctic foxes for like 2 weeks in the snow. So each day we'd go out and we'd sort of sit there for 6-7 hours in the snow, and then every day I'd see these birds and they got really used to me. So actually I was like using it to focus the camera, but as well as that I was sort of using it to like bait foxes, so like, because that's what they usually prey on. And then I never saw any foxes, but I saw plenty of these, and they used to like hop all over me and stuff. So yeah, so this one's like foraging around for food.
So you did hold a couple of these snow buntings in your hand?
Yeah, they like jump all over you, and yeah, you sort of like hold your hand out, and then they'll peck it at first, and then they sort of jump on and jump around. Yeah.
So they'll jump on your hand and then like jump from hand to hand and like jump up on your shoulder kind of thing.
Kind of like I'm not juggling them.
Not like a monkey. You're not juggling snow buntings out there.
No. But
okay.
I'd let them do what they want. But yeah, they sort of jump around. They get used to it.
That's awesome.
So.
All right. So while I was editing yesterday, some people said that this bird is a little thick. How big is this? Like a kitten size kind of bird, or is this like a smaller stone size?
It fits in like the palm of your hand, so it's like, yeah, it's not that big.
Oh, okay, fit in the palm of your hand.
It's like this big.
Okay, all right. Let's bring up your edit.
Okay.
There we go. Nice and bright. Tell us what were you thinking when you were editing? What was your goals in bringing out this image?
So for this one, because the bird's like so delicate and gentle, I just wanted to basically like show that in the image. So I tried to make it really soft, and then I wanted to like pull focus to the bird, so I got rid of the little dicks in the left hand side. But yeah, so mainly what I wanted to do with this, because it was for an article for the the show. It was for an article for the Iceland Air international brochure thing. So I had to do like a whole wildlife on the West Fjords thing.
Okay.
And so yeah.
Nice and bright, gentle. That's definitely coming through. All right, here we go. So this was your edit. Now going to mine. So take it all in and then let me know what you think.
Yeah, I like it. I don't know what you're talking about with like critiquing you. I don't know what you want me to say.
What you think?
I mean, like, I saw the process earlier, like yesterday, whatever it was.
Oh yeah, on
and
this one you were watching.
There were like 5 birds on the screen. So
yeah,
you've cloned out some birds. You cloned out the rock.
Okay, so I exported this, and I don't know what this is. I exported the image, and this was on Capture One, but it like tore the screen. Okay, So as you can see, there's a little bit crop here. I did mask the bird differently from the presets, and kind of as you saw when I was editing, I added 2 different presets.
But like, it's just a creative choice. The one thing I will say though is that I didn't expose it properly. So when you like shoot snow and stuff, you're supposed to expose differently. So that's why it was darker. So it was hard to judge when I was doing it how bright it should be. But I knew that I sort of wanted it to blend all the way through the shot. So like, yeah, I don't think there's anything like necessarily wrong with yours. I think that it's more like punchy, I guess. But that's
punches you right in the face.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I think it's like all in context too, you know what I mean? Because like if I never saw your image and all I saw was this, then I would think like, whoa, this is like way brighter than the raw, you know, it came out good. Sure. But then, you know, like when I see how bright you had turned it up, I feel like in my mind, this is kind of the brightness that I was going for. I will say it was my first day being back into Capture One, so maybe I played it a little safe. But I can't give excuses. I won't do that. But yeah, awesome image. I was peer pressured into removing the rock, by the way. Yeah.
Anyways. And like I wouldn't do that in Lightroom. I don't know what Capture One is like, but usually if I was gonna remove something, it would be in Photoshop, because I feel like I have more control. So I don't know.
In Photoshop?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you normally edit in Photoshop, right? Not Lightroom?
No, usually I edit in Lightroom, but then I'll do like a little bit in Photoshop. So like,
okay. Instead
of, I noticed that not everyone else, but I noticed that like most other people will use a preset, but I don't really do that. So I'll just like change the color balance how I like it, or I'll like dodge and burn over the highlights and the shadows. Like I'll just sort of paint over it. So that's what I'll do in Photoshop.
Nice. Awesome. All right. So save the final grade for me till the end, and you can grade me on the Australian scale, I guess, if it's any different than the United States, because everyone in Europe is like okay. Next one. The bird looks cute and fluffy, right, Mom? Doesn't the bird look thick? Okay.
Yeah, you'd think it looks cute and fluffy, but people keep saying it looks dead. So I don't know.
People thought it was dead in the beginning.
Yeah.
Thick with the floof. Okay. All right, here we go. So the next photo was Matt's dog that he brought along with him. No, just kidding. God. No, one thing I noticed about, so this is a wild dingo. Right? One thing I was thinking was like how nice it looks. It's so like manicured, and like it's not all like mangy and gross or anything like that. Like, do dingoes do a pretty good job at taking care of themselves, or what?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, they like live in packs and they'll groom each other and stuff. So yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Yeah. So this one is actually Robo Dog. It has a little tracker on its ear. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So is actually, that how you found it? You tracked it down?
No, it was like, so where I'm standing is where our like campsite was. So it just walks along. It patrols the beach. So
are they aggressive?
They can be, but like generally they're not. So they'll be aggressive if people feed them too much. You try and
steal their babies?
And if you try and steal their babies, yeah.
Have you ever pet a dingo? A wild dingo?
No. Usually I don't touch stuff unless it like comes towards me and forces me to, I guess. Like if it was like rubbing against me, then I would, but I wouldn't let it get to that point. I would like stand up and make sure it didn't get used to humans. Yeah, I don't want them to get like used to humans, because then they'll then they're more dangerous, and a dingus ate my pig. Oh my god.
You don't want a dingo attacking a human to be your fault because you decided to pet the dingo.
Yeah, essentially. Why are you rubbing the
Matt,
dingo?
Michelle is saying, why are you rubbing the dingo, Matt?
I'm not rubbing the dingo, Michelle.
Oh, I was about to say, is there a dingo on the stream? No?
Nah, I do have dogs out there, but nothing like dingo.
All right, let's bring on your edit. Again, this was another photo. When I immediately saw it, I was like, holy crap, dude, this photo is like so bright and good compared to mine. But let's talk about your photo real quick.
Oh.
What was your process? Did you take anything out? What did you focus on enhancing? That kind of stuff.
For this one, and usually I don't do this, but I got rid of the rocks in the foreground, and I got rid of the tag on its ear. Usually I keep the tag, but because it was for like an ecotourism thing, they wanted me to get rid of the tag. Yeah, and then I just brightened it up and made it look more warm and yeah.
Yeah, the fur coat looks very healthy and just vibrant and plush. I can really see now where you've kind of edited out the rocks, but from far it looks good. Yeah. And then getting rid of the tag is nice. So you submitted these photos to them right away, or what?
The ones I submitted to them still have the rocks in it. I was just playing around, but
okay.
It doesn't have the tag.
Okay, so you kept the rocks in, but no tag.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Sorry,
so let's bring on the edit that I did. There's the original, and there you go.
Oh yeah. All right. So the only thing I'll say this time is that it's like, I don't want to be like harsh or anything. It's like slightly too green. That's all for my.
Thank you.
Like slightly too cool, I guess. Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's more of like an artistic thing. I remembered it being warm, so that's why.
Not an artistic thing. I agree.
Okay.
It's definitely too green. And when I was editing this Capture One, I saw that and I tried to especially take the green out of his fur, but when I exported it and I saw it, I was like, dude, it's still green. And after I saw it compared to yours, I was like, frick, man, it looks so dark. And like the other photo, it wasn't as bright as I wanted it to be, like the snow bunting. And now this, and like I'll say, like I loved how you brought the colors out in the fur of the dingo. I was gonna say of the dog, but of the dingo. It makes this photo so much more appealing. The people that you submitted this to, to put in a magazine or on their Instagram, this is definitely so much of a better photo than this one. Even though I know you're kind of like, it's like an artistic thing. That's the thing,
Well, I mean, I could. That's all a preset.
I could put this on my profile with the preset, and it'll be like, oh yeah, it's my vintage mood kind of thing. But looking at yours, man, like yours just like so much better, popping out, looks so much more natural.
So like, I try not to do too much. Like obviously in this one I removed the rocks, but I was just sort of mucking around. But like usually I'll try not to do too much. I guess I'll make it brighter. But then the focus is on the dingo, so I want to like brighten the coat and stuff like that. That's all.
Yeah. And one thing too that's important is the face here. Like I can clearly see the eyes and the face is just lit up, and then this one, the eyes it's just so dark and shadowy right here that it just doesn't make the image appealing at all. And so I mean, like that was my first day back in Capture One. I didn't really push it on the brights, but like going through this and just looking at your photo, it's just like, it's just reminding me to take your time. Even though editing this on stream, I didn't want to, rush it, but yeah, that's something to pay attention to. And I did put 2 presets. So there's a different preset on the dingo versus the background here. So that's just something I'm going to look out for. But, any other remarks before we go on to the next one? What's up, Brian?
No like critique or anything. I'm more just like that I will edit differently to you, I guess. So I don't do instead of masking and then putting a preset on the dingo, and then the background I'll just individually go over the dingo, like sort of with a tablet thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like therapeutic to like paint in all the shadows and stuff. So.
Do you edit with a Wacom board, or how do you say that? Wacom?
Yeah, I used to, but it's like broken at the moment, so I just use my mouse.
All right, let's go on to the next photo, chat. This is Kukura.
A kookaburra.
Kukubura.
Burra?
Bara.
Yeah,
Okay.
So kookaburra.
Kukabura. So when I was editing this, you were already gone, and Radical Ace had done the research into what the bird's name was, because it looks, this bird is so cool.
Yeah, it is.
So was this at a zoo, or is this wild?
No, this is on Fraser Island. It's like perched on a fence thing that was up there. I would have liked it in the tree, but I can't choose where it is. Yeah, so it's just it's wild. Yeah.
Where was it?
Where like
Like
it
in
was
your backyard, or like?
So it was on Fraser Island as well. I tried to pick semi-recent pics.
Okay.
Edit. Yeah, so
I appreciate that.
God, boy, that's so many.
Thanks, Flo. Spam Matt. Wait, is that your Twitch? I thought it was Matt Hickey.
Yeah, it's Matt Hickey.
Flo. Matt_Hickey.
Michelle wants you to pronounce it again.
Kookaburra.
Alright. Do you want me to like show you how to? Nah. Alright, you have the first part, right? So it's like cooking, so like cook. And then cook. Now I'm forgetting how to say it. God. Kookaburra.
Okay, wait. Kookaburra.
Okay.
Kookaburra. Kookaburra.
Bara.
Bara. Kookaburra.
Yeah, that's closer. That's pretty much
there
it.
you go. All right, is that better? Is that better, Michelle? Kookaburra. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time saying this.
Okay, and then you're almost there. Almost. So at the end, instead of Bura, it's Bara. So like
Bara.
So like
Kookaburra.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Here is your edit. And again, another just impression of like, my goodness, it's so much brighter and vibrant than mine. But
oh, really?
Bring us into your thinking, your behind the scenes. What went into editing this?
I didn't do too much to this one. I got rid of the bit of distraction on the left, like the bit of fence post. Cook a barrel. That's its soil.
Okay, you guys can see the fence posts.
And then all I did was I upped the saturation a bit, especially for like the blue on the beak.
Okay.
Then I just sort of did the same thing that I always do and just dodged and burned the shadows and highlights a bit.
Beautiful.
So, yeah.
I love how big the eye is. Like that's a big eye.
Yeah. It's pretty cranky because there was like drones flying over and stuff. So
drones were flying over him?
Yeah, they like fluff up and stuff. I have video
of it.
Like
so when the bird is threatened or like aggroed, it goes into thick mode, right?
Yeah, it goes into extra thick mode. And
extra thick mode.
Extra thick mode.
All right, so here's the original. Again, here's the fence post that he removed. One thing I loved about this photo too was the bokeh in the background. That's freaking super beautiful. What lens did you take this with?
That was with 100 to 400 Canon. And it would have been shot at like f4, I think. But the trees were pretty far back, so that's why it's nice.
Canon 100 to 400 f4.
Yep.
Nice. All right.
Probably around that.
Now, I will bring up the edit that I did.
Okay.
So this time, it wasn't as bad of like a whoa, like, mine completely sucks compared to yours. But
oh, I didn't say that the other 2 times. You're the only one saying that. But okay.
I did brighten it up a bit. I did mask the bird outside of the background, and then of course adding the double presets. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. I don't see anything wrong with it. I really like it. I think it's like fairly. I think it's fairly similar. I think all that I did was maybe made it more saturated, but yeah. I don't think there's too much you could do to it because it's not that. There's not that much happening, so.
This one, I mean, one thing I'm learning a lot, not just from you, but a lot of the people that come on and, I get to edit their photos. Even when I was editing yesterday, from Princess suggesting that I remove the rock, like that's one thing I don't think about when I edit. That's like never a thought that comes to my mind is like, what can I remove from the photo that could potentially distract you know what I mean? That I could potentially distract from the image. And that's one thing that I think I should be more aware of as well. I think that's a good thing, especially when you're doing wildlife photography, are the things in the image that can distract from the main feature, which is the animal. And so that's something that I'm learning from you big time as we do this is learning to do that. I mean, did it take you a while to get into that kind of thinking?
Yeah, I was about to say, like I've only just started to think about that more, maybe like last year. Like it wasn't a big thing. I haven't always like known to do it, so I've only just started to do it myself. So yeah, and oftentimes it depends what it's for. So like this one is just for personal use, I guess. So I just try and keep it. I can like remove stuff easily, but if it's for, I don't know, what's an example? If it's like I'm going out with researchers from a uni and they want photos, then I'll try and keep it as it was. It depends on that.
All right, so just looking at it side by side, I see that you did crop it in quite a bit. No.
Oh, yeah.
Did I crop it in?
No, I might have cropped it in.
Yeah, you did crop it in from the left coming to the right. Mine kind of went the opposite way, where I brought it this way over from right to left. A bit more shadowing here. I think I brightened it up a bit more, but other than that, like you said, a bit similar. And it's got like this beautiful brown tone in the feathers that is really nice. I do like the greens. In the background, the bit more punchy.
Yeah, I think usually I'll just try and make it fairly contrasty, I guess. And I didn't even notice that I didn't remember that I had like cropped it in a bit. But the crop is I would have done that for the same reason that I would remove something, like just to move in closer to it a bit.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next image. And thankfully, this image does not have a hard name to pronounce.
I can't even remember what this is.
All right, so this was an awesome edit. An awesome shot to edit. What lens did you shoot this with, and like what time in the morning, all that good stuff?
So this was before the sun had risen. This is Vestrahorn in Iceland.
Vestrahorn in Iceland?
Yeah, but it was in winter, so like before the sun had risen is like 9:30 in the morning or something.
Ooh, 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah. So to the left of the frame, there's all these like sand dunes and stuff. So I got some shots there as well. And so 9:30 in the morning, Vestrahorn, and what lens? I used a 24mm, I think, Canon, and I was using a 1DX Mark II, which I usually use for wildlife stuff.
Yeah.
But I used it this time because my 5D Mark III wasn't working because I dropped it in the snow. So.
Yikes! Wait, you dropped it in the snow?
Yeah. So it was
Are those cameras weather sealed or anything?
Oh yeah, it's all good now. Like I don't know what happened. It just took a while to dry out.
Oh,
I guess.
it took some time off.
But,
Just said, all right, Matt.
yeah. Yeah.
Enjoy. Like I'm just gonna hang out for a bit.
Yeah, I
You
was
figure
like
this one
doing
out.
some northern. I was doing some northern lights photos, and then the tripod just fell over, and then it sunk in the snow, like I don't know, depth wise. That was,
Dude,
probably
that's
like
exactly
half a meter.
what happened to my camera. Like when I was
Oh, really?
trying to shoot that Comet Neo-Eyes, except I didn't have one of the legs fully extended out, and so when I went to change the lens, I took my 35 millimeter lens off, and then the weight, because of the weight wasn't there anymore to hold the camera down, it brought the camera down, and it boom, and it's I don't know if you saw the picture of it, but the viewfinder's all jacked up on the back of my camera.
Yeah.
I feel so bad.
I can remember. I broke something on mine the other day. Oh, it's
Man.
the panel thing up the top.
So Tribe Grey Wolf wants to know, did you shoot this for a job?
No, I like traveled around with Louise and her parents after I had done some other work. So it was just for
Goodbye,
myself.
Michelle. Have a good
Bye,
sleep.
Michelle.
All right, so here is your edit. Super beautiful. Super beautiful. You brought up the shadows a lot on the sand. Even this area right here, I noticed you brought out the greens.
Yeah.
Right in this area. Really nice. What was your thought process editing through this?
Actually, now that you mention it, I feel like I brought up the shadows too much, but that's okay. So like I like the footsteps in the sand, so I wanted to try and show them a bit more. But mostly the whole thing is like about the mountains and the sky. So I remembered it being really pink. So that's why it might seem too pink. I don't know. But
yeah.
And
were those your footprints?
Yeah, either mine or Louise's. It's probably mine. And like I could paint them out, but I like the way it's sort of leading
me
to
too.
the mountain. And then
totally
I like
agree.
the green, so I like tried to bring it out more. Yeah, that's my thought process. It's not like too like in depth or anything. Yeah.
Deep said that her mind is blown. She feels like she's halfway in a fantasy world, as if she's about to rid herself of her dragon. It certainly seems that way. These mountains are beautiful. Let me just zoom in here real quick. How easy would it be to hike there?
To the mountains?
Yeah. I mean, do people do that all the time or what?
No, no one goes up them or anything. You can go around the other side and get some good shots, but I don't think anyone goes up them.
Yeah, this is a beautiful vantage point.
I picked this spot because see how the waves are like out to the right there. It's just because the tide's out. Usually the tide would be right into where we are now, and then you get a nice reflection shot.
Ooh, that would be beautiful. So like the tide coming in, chat. So let me move this down real quick so people can see.
Yes,
as you can see, like this sand here is wet. You can see it, especially this area right here. And so this would come in, and you'd say probably about like shin high or like ankle deep or what?
I'd say it's probably like shin high, but it comes in really quick. So, yeah, I try and stay away from it.
Have you ever shot it with like that, or do you just seen it?
No, I haven't. No, this is the first time. So I've been 3 times now, but this is the first time that I'd like gone to that side because I was looking for reindeer. So that's where they usually are. But
you've been to Iceland 3 times.
Yeah, usually I do work
Nice.
there. Yeah.
How do you enjoy that plane ride?
It's very long. The first time I did it, like killed me. It's like 32 hours or something. And
oh my
like without stopping. Oh, sorry. Like with stops, it's like 40 hours. Yeah.
What's the longest leg of the trip?
It's Dubai to like Germany, which is I think 14 hours.
Dang,
and then
dude. Okay, here is my edit.
All right. Oh, I like that. Hang on, I gotta pull it up to my other screen because this one's like not very well colored, I guess. Oh, I like that. That's like super contrasty, but I like it a lot. Yeah. And like it's warmer in the sky, I think. Yeah. No, I like that a lot. Yeah, I think compared to mine, like the mountains are looking much better. I don't know how to describe it. They're just a lot moodier. So, yeah. And the clouds. I don't have any like criticisms. And you've, I think actually, you've brightened up the foreground with the footprints better than I did, because it looks, you can still see the footprints, but it's like not too bright like mine was. So,
You know what I did in the foreground here? Because I masked this. Yeah, I did mask for the foreground and then the mountains and sky. But in this area, I desaturated the blues.
In which area? Oh, sorry, it's delayed.
In the sand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
desaturated the blues, and then I didn't want to brighten it up too much because it's black sand, but I did crop it in as well, so it doesn't look as. So I brought the mountains a bit closer. The sand is cropped down a bit.
Yeah.
And then
I like that.
I like the footprints as well. So let me bring up both side by side. All right, so you can see when it comes up for you, you'll be able to see the difference in the crop just a bit.
Yeah, I hardly ever notice the crop, but I like that. Yeah, because you like doing what I was trying to say before, where you like bring attention to it more. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's good.
I brought the highlight sound quite a bit in the sky just to make those clouds pop even more.
Yeah, I found that was what I was trying to do as well. So, yeah.
And then that green area, like when I was editing, I didn't even notice that green patch up there until I saw your edit, and I was like, whoa. And I noticed how like brown the mountains were versus like what you said, mines were a bit more contrasty, kind of matching a bit more to the foreground. So maybe it's not naturally true to the image. Maybe I've darkened it a bit, but
maybe, but it's not like, I like it though. I think I was trying to make mine more contrasty anyway, so I like how yours looks. The green though, I'm not surprised you didn't notice it. Like, you're editing it a lot quicker than I would. I've got heaps of time to spend on it, so there's no rush. So I'll like zoom in and then eventually I'll see it. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, just the brown color on the mountains. It's like a different type of soil. So when you go up close to it, and you wouldn't know this because I only know because I like drove past it, but the soil is like really weird colors and it changes. So that's why
I'm noticing there's little green patches or like a bit more yellow patches.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Interesting. So as a wildlife photographer, it's important to make sure that like you keep things closer to the real deal.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, not everyone does it that way, but I try to, I guess. And I definitely I removed those rocks and stuff earlier. I'll like experiment with that sort of thing.
Oh, those white rocks?
Sorry, the ones in the dingo photo.
Okay. Because I noticed there's these rocks here in the foreground. I don't know if it's like from brightening up, but I've noticed that there's no super bright white rocks like I have on mine.
I must have gotten rid of them, or I've like darkened them or something. Yeah. Because I would have been trying to like pronounce the footprints more. But
Lemony wants to know, what's the coolest piece of wildlife you photographed?
It's gonna sound lame, but I like the dingoes because I really wanted to do that for like a long time. So I would say dingoes, which I know they look like dogs, but I just because I've really wanted to do it for a long time, so I finally got to do it for a project. So it's not so much about the animal.
That's interesting, because I would have felt like dingoes are something that's kind of easy to see and like kind of normal around Australia. Are kangaroos more common than dingoes?
Yeah, kangaroos are everywhere. So I don't take photos of kangaroos because you see them all the time. But
That's crazy. So like when tourists come to Australia and they're like amazed by kangaroos, you're just like, whatever.
Yeah. Every time I travel, people bring up kangaroos and I'm like, yeah, they're okay, I guess.
That's crazy, dude. Because I would totally like, oh my God, there's a kangaroo, you know. And then like I see a dingo and I'm like, oh, it's just a dog.
Oh no! When it's like the 400th time you've seen a kangaroo, you'd be like, they're okay, I guess.
Radical Ace says that she's never seen a wild dingo. Is that how it is for the majority of Australia? That like people have never seen a wild dingo?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Wow.
The place I went to is like famous for them because they're more popular. But
wow.
Yeah, you wouldn't see them many other places.
I wouldn't have thought that.
Shy. Yeah.
Have you seen wild crocodiles before?
Yep. Plenty of times.
Like
yeah.
how about like wild big snakes?
Yeah, I've seen like carpet pythons and stuff. They're pretty big. Because like I lived out in like carpet pythons. They're non-venomous, but they're just like massive. Yeah, because I lived in the middle of nowhere, so they're like.
Do you ever get freaked out by wildlife? Like if you turn around, you see a big snake. Are you like, oh wow, look, there's a snake, or are you like, whoa, like freaking out?
Nah, not like snakes or anything. They're fine. And spiders don't bother me either. I don't know what does. Oh, you know what does? Bears. Bears freak me out.
Bears?
They're massive. Yeah, bears and moose.
Have you seen wild bears?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I really want to go to. So my next trip, I was going to go to Norway because I've like planned it all out because I'm going to go diving with killer whales in the fjords.
Whoa,
and then I want to go
dude!
That
would freak the crap out of me.
No, it'd be
diving with killer whales.
Yeah, that's the plan. So because they have, I think they call local population. It's either, I think transient is when they like travel internationally, but they have like local ones that feed on all the fish. So they're like
docile. I mean, no wildlife is real docile, right? You know, they'll turn on you in an instant.
Nah, orcas are fine. Like no one's ever died to one in the wild. So
for real.
But yeah.
Only in Shamu. Only in
Blackfish.
Only at SeaWorld.
Yeah.
By the way, I grew up with SeaWorld and I grew up going to SeaWorld and yeah, I mean I loved it. I learned a lot from SeaWorld.
Yeah, it's got like good educational ideas. I don't want to get into the whole like political side of it, but
yeah.
Yeah, but sorry, the reason I was so I want to go to Norway and see the killer whales, but then I want to go up to Svalbard where all the like polar bears are. So yeah.
I've had unsettling nightmares of being out in the deep ocean and being flipped around by orcas like I'm a penguin, like I'm a meal, like I'm a snack, like a seal. You ever watched what's the freaking movie Happy Feet?
Yeah, I've seen Happy Feet.
You've never seen Happy Feet?
No, I've seen Happy Feet. I
was about to say, Matt, really? No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like Happy Feet and like the orcas like flipping around the penguin and stuff like that. Like, dude, that scares me. That freaks me out. Like the Arctic Ocean, like how dark and dark green and dark blue that stuff is. Heck no. I would not sign up for that. So I think it's cool. That's how the fjords would be, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I've seen some videos on
it. All right, let's go to the last image and chat. This last image is a banger of an image. This shot is just freaking beautiful. I wish I took this shot so that I can just put it everywhere. This is such a great shot. Here it is. Matt, tell us where and when and what. Yo, what's up, Shreddy McNar? Welcome in to the Light 10 Academy, my friend.
Oi, Radical Ace. All right, so what was I saying? Where it is?
Yeah, where, when,
Okay.
what?
Okay. So this was in January. Sorry, radicalized. This is in January, and I was doing a story for Icelandair again.
January
It's usually-
2020 or 2019?
Yeah, it was like just before COVID.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, and then so I was doing a story for Icelandair. Usually, what happens is I'll like pitch a story that I want to do, and then they'll either say, "Oh yeah, this is good," or "We won't do it." And I suggested that we go around and look for like newly formed ice caves because they
Yeah.
change like every season.
Wow.
So yeah, this is in an
That's
ice cave in Iceland.
So cool.
Yeah, this is like my favorite. This is probably my favorite image, or like favorite set of images. But I always say that like when I get new images, so it's hard to. But I like it a lot.
So this is for Icelandair. Are they gonna put this just across their social media, or they're printing this as a story in their in-flight magazine or something like that?
Yeah, so it was for their like in-flight magazine, but because of COVID, they aren't running magazines anymore.
Dang, dude.
Like for now. Yeah, so
Are they putting it on hold or what?
Yeah, it's on hold at the moment, but because it's on hold, I can like send it to other publications. So I was going to send the whole series to Nat Geo, but I don't know how that'll go yet. So last time I sent the stuff, they rejected it. So
all right,
that's my
plan. Without further ado, let's check out Matt's edit. I mean, just the raw itself, chat, wouldn't you agree that this shot just by itself is just beautiful and gorgeous? I mean, seriously, the lighting in this and the shadow is so amazing. Okay, let's head to the edit, and there you go.
Thanks for doing all the work for me.
Yeah, dude. Amazing edit. I love how you just brought out the reflections and the clarity, and still keeping the moodiness of the image as well. But man, I was so excited to get into editing this thing.
Yeah, I like these ones a lot. These are like my favorite ones. But
okay, let me.
I guess it's a bit abstract.
Let me see what you think about mine.
I like that you've like you want like criticism or whatever.
Yeah.
But like only criticism I think is the back middle section of wall is maybe too bright, but it's like such a nitpicky thing that I'm only saying it because you wanted criticism. The rest of it is fine. I like that you brought up the reflections, not reflections, but what would you say? The light hitting the little bits in the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really like that a lot. And you brought up the blue a lot, which I like. So yeah.
So one thing about this, so again, I did mask the middle separate than the sides and applying two different filters. But I see that it is a bit too bright, especially like, you know how it is right here on the raw. To be honest, when I first edited it, it was a lot more bright, and I had to go back and tone down the sides at least because of you know how the images. But I did notice that at the top here there was this stuff, and I don't know what this is. If this is like, I mean, this is all ice, right? But maybe it's just like a I don't know, some type of soil or like some dirt.
Like, it'll be a wooden plank. So what they do is, I've got other shots that show it better. But what they do is they will carve out like some steps in the cave, because what they're doing is like taking people into the cave eventually. So basically, this is just
trying to make it safe.
Yeah. So they're just they're shoring it up so it's all safe. So they'll put planks around everywhere and.
So this is maybe from that construction.
Yeah, so I can't remember if I got rid of that or not in mine, but I
did see that. I got rid of it, and I feel like I did a fairly decent job with that.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, 'cause it's like I can never mask it that well. So
Tribe Grey Wolf wants to know: are you a full-time photographer? What pays the bills? Is your wife the sugar mama?
I am a full-time photographer, but wildlife stuff doesn't pay that well. Like, I can live off it and I'm happy.
Yeah.
Which is all I care about. But Louise has a good job. She got stood down at the moment because it's a tourism related job, but our government's pretty good. So when things go back up, we'll be fine. But to answer your question, yes, I'm a full-time photographer, and yes, I have a sugar mama, and and I pay the bills by like various avenues. So I could be doing work for like a travel company, or I could be writing articles, which is what I like doing the most because I can pitch the story.
All right, so, let's bring up these comparison images, and then I've got a question for you. So here's yours, and then mine.
Yeah, see, I don't think I get rid of that stupid wooden thing up the top. Now I'm annoyed. Now I have to go back and fix it.
Nice.
But yeah, I like it. I got no problem with it.
Yeah.
Sorry, not like critique.
Yeah, there isn't too much of a difference. Just maybe like a little difference in the hue, a bit more saturation on the blues.
Yeah, I think yours is more saturated, and then it's brighter up the top slightly, and like in that middle section. But it's not that.
Especially this top side, this top portion right here.
Yeah,
I feel like that would have made the biggest difference if I had been able to to lower the brightness on this. Would have made a world of difference.
I think so. There's two walls there. And you like walk between them. It's hard to tell because it's a bit abstract.
So you can walk that way?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
Yeah, and then you like go down further. But so the reason I said that is because on the two walls, I tried to keep them fairly similar in darkness. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like the same.
Darkness.
Like I tried to keep them the same on both sides.
Yeah.
That was all.
Did you use an adjustment brush at all?
I would have used it to paint in all the highlights and shadows on the walls because again, I have forever to edit and I like to take my time with it.
Yeah. And it certainly shows for sure. Man, so beautiful. Thank you for sending these photos. These were I was really, really looking forward to it. And one little thing was I did crop in the image a bit. So kind of making it more symmetrical, even though the lines aren't perfect, you know?
Yep.
But it was just a bit more thick on this side. So I kind of just cropped it in for fun, for funsies.
I think the only reason I didn't do that, because I like the whole symmetry. I like that.
Yeah.
But the only reason I wouldn't have done that is because, honestly, it would have been because I liked the like light hitting where it would have cropped. But it's, not something I would have thought about. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna back up all the way to the beginning.
Okay.
Wait, real quick. So Shreddy McNar sees a face on the left side. Where is the face?
Don't do this to me. Because there's another one I took of the ice caves, and people say they see a dragon, and then someone pointed out to me they like drew the dragon on it, and now all I can see is the bloody dragon, and it kills me. If you want to show my like website later or something, then I'll show it. But otherwise, it's fine.
Hashtag drugs.
I do not want to see a face in this image.
Okay, I wasn't gonna say this, but okay, look at Aaron's. The dark eye circle and lines down the side are hair.
Yeah, the dark eye circle and lines down the side. Yeah. All right, there's a delay, so I gotta wait. Oh, hang on, you're on it. Look at Aaron's. The dark eye.
Is it this right here? Dark Shreddy is right here, like the mouth, the eye, the face, and then the hair.
Can we do a poll in chat and who sees a face?
Or is it right here? I see an eye right here and then a face. It's like half. It's like an artsy mask. There's a line right here. There's an eye, and then his eyes closed, and then
I see the face now. You're killing me. Shreddy McNair. You're killing me. Because now, every time I look at it, the camera's covering it.
I see a face right here. The
see
the
one
eyes
up.
closed, and then the chiseled jawbone right here. The mouth is right here. The nose is right here. Okay, there's one other thing that I saw in here, and I wasn't gonna point it out, but guys, do you see a human walking right here?
Do this to me.
Right in the middle, there's a person walking. It's like a cave drawing. He's got his arms like this. He's like this, and he's walking. It's a little person. Matt, do you see that?
No. Thankfully, I do not.
Literally right here. So I'm gonna leave the hand, and it's to the left of the hand. It's literally a person walking.
Oh no! Why did you do that to me? I'm gonna have to delete the photo.
So let's go all the way back, and I want to hear your grade. I want to hear what your grades are. So we're not going to look at your your photos. We're going to go back to the ones that I edited. So not comparing to your photos, just comparing to the raw. What do you think about these photos? What's your grade?
Are we doing like A, B, C, D, E? Do you have F there? I don't know. We
have F. We have F is the worst. D, C, B, A. So I would say A's are like perfect, right? A's like 100, 90 to 100. So really high marks. Okay. So I mean, you're the teacher, so you can choose to go easy or hard.
Okay.
Up to you.
Are we doing like? I just need to get the rules. Are we doing like pluses and minuses? You know, like A plus, B plus.
Yeah, we can do plus and minuses as well.
Okay. This is my picture of the rules.
Busted out the pen. Busted out the pen and paper.
All right. I'm gonna go.
Oh, we got a B plus. All right, I'll take it. Teach. On to
so much laminating paper.
The next one. All right, we got the dingoes.
And I'm gonna go. What do people usually rate you? Just so I'm not being like extra harsh or extra like.
There was.
Nice.
I will say there was probably a couple of people who were hard on me. I would say, yeah. I feel like because it's on stream and you have that whole thing of like, oh, art is subjective kind of thing. I feel like people have been a little lenient on me. And even though I appreciate that, like I said at the top of this, man, roast me. I mean, give me your criticism because I want to learn. You know what I mean? I don't know. This is just for fun, but
all right.
If you were gonna grade me, you won't hurt my feelings if you give me an F or a D. I'll just say that.
Okay. I wasn't going to, but okay. I'll keep it in mind.
Wait, did you? Oh, at first I thought you had written an F next to the B, and you were like scribbling it out. But that's a B plus. Another B plus. Nice.
Another B plus.
Alrighty.
It looks like it looks kind of like my. Yeah, it does. You got like a she. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like a shibu. I don't know. It's cute. All right. The same.
On to the next photo. The kookaburra. Kookaburra.
Can I grade you on pronunciation?
No.
Okay. All right, no worries. I'll just cross that out. Um,
Kookaburra. Cookie Boca. Oh, snap! Got a first A, chat. My mom's gonna be so proud of me. Dang, I wish my dad was still watching. My dad always got on my case for bringing home D's and F's. All right, bringing on the next photo, which is the majestic mountain photo. Is that a A minus again or an A?
No, just an A.
That's just straight A. Nice.
Yeah.
Woo. All right. Last but not least,
Kookaburra.
the ice glaciers. I forgot to change your name up here. It's supposed to say Aaron. But yeah. Last but not least.
Coming through.
A minus. We held it down at the last bit with those 3 A's. We got 2 B pluses, 2 A minus, 1 A minus. No, 2 A minuses and 1 A. Nice. I don't know
Very
math
nice.
or the average, but I think that's a good average there.
Yep. I like it.
Rad. Well,
I wasn't
Matt,
like.
thank you.
Okay. Sorry.
Thank you so
just to,
much, dude. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Go for it.
alright. I was just gonna say, just to like, say I'm not trying to be like too critical, but I'm also not trying to be too nice. They were fine. I liked them a lot, so thank you, and thanks for having me on.
Yeah, dude. Heck yeah. So, would you
Daddy's
be interested in coming back on if I sent you some images? Would you be interested in coming back on and allowing me to critique you?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Nice. Okay, we'll do that. So one
Big
thing
Daddy will
I've
come
noticed is I haven't even going all the way back. So Tristan was the very first person to do this. I haven't sent anyone photos yet. And the reason why is because I'm waiting, chat. I'm waiting. I'm scheduling it out so that I can spread everyone out. So we've done about almost 10 of these. And I'm going to be able to spread it out now over the next couple months, and then to bring you guys back on with these photos. And plus I got to look through the images and make sure I send you guys ones that are kind of similar. So Matt, these images, like with these, I'm not going to send you a bunch of portraits, or maybe I will if they're not your strong suit.
Please don't. 'Cause they're definitely
I'll
not
send
my
you a bunch of
strong suit.
wedding photos. Well,
No.
and the whole point of this too was, just to get a taste of what it's like, to edit in your shoes, like with your images from where you are. And so maybe I will throw in a couple portrait photos for you to edit, just so you can get a taste of that and then see how you do. I think that'd be really
All
cool.
right. Yeah, it'd be fun. I'd like that.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Let me put you on the big screen here, Matt, and if you have anything else you want to say or greet the chat with, signing off here, go for it.
Okay. Thanks chat for having me. Thanks Aaron for having me. It was fun, and I'd love to do it again sometime. Thanks all.
Yes.
And Thick Daddy signing off. Is that what I'm? Yeah, Thick Daddy signing off. Thanks, Kiki.
Wait,
Later.
sorry, Matt. One last thing. Your Instagram and your website. Can you type that in the chat real quick?
Yep.
Just so we can plug it in. Oh my gosh. And one last thing too, I forgot to add was, do you have any articles out there in the wild that we can read? Any articles online that read about your travels and stuff?
Yeah. If you look up like the magazine articles for like Singapore Airlines or for Icelandair, they usually have them published. I think it's with like Issue, I think it's called. Hang on. I'll put it in chat. I don't have them on hand, but
Make sure you don't look up Matt Hickey. You might
Don't
pull
look-
something
please
else
don't look up.
You might pull something else up. So don't look up Matt Hickey. Look up Matt Hickey.
Don't Google Thick though. No, please don't.
All right, all the socials to this. Really, seriously, Matt, amazing photography work, wildlife work. I think you are kind of fulfilling a lot of our childhood dreams. I know that's mine. to potentially to even work with National Geographic. I mean, I don't know if you've ever been there. I went to the headquarters in DC, and it was just so cool to just like walk the main lobby and to walk around the area and to see all like the photos in the windows, and just like, dang, dude, I would love to freaking work here, or you know.
It's making me jealous. No, I haven't been there, but that's the goal. Man. So we'll see. Heck
yeah, dude. I went there when the Indiana Jones movie came out, Kingdom of Crystal Skull. Of the Crystal Skull, and they had a bunch of artifacts and stuff. They had Indiana Jones, like a movie museum, and then they had actual artifacts there as well. It was so cool, dude. It was so cool.
Yeah.
But anyways, chat, Thick Daddy signing off. We'll bring him back in sometime soon. But thank you so much again for hanging out with us, dude. Awesome. Get some sleep, bro. It's like 3 a.m.
Yeah, I don't know what time it is. Yeah, it's almost 3.
Almost 3? Shucks.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't have anything to do tomorrow, so it's all good. All right.
Matt, chat, thank you so much for showing love to our guest. Goodbye. That was awesome. That was awesome, chat. What do you think? Was that cool or what? You guys want to see Thick Daddy back on stream a couple weeks time? That was freaking hilarious, dude. That was like the secret life of Walter Hickey. Good one, Loving Trees. That is freaking hilarious. That's a good one. The secret life of Walter Hickey. All right, chat. Well, I need to go have fun with the lights. Go ham. Whatever you want.